Uh, Today is going to be one of the hardest Mondays in a while. Mostly because I just had a 4-day weekend. And I'm sorry for my voice. My nose is really messed up. And I don't know why. Just had a 4-day weekend with the girls. It was Thanksgiving. We had a great time. We were together almost the entire time. And it was just wonderful. But to every great weekend, there is a Monday. And unfortunately, today is it. So I'm going to miss them dearly, but I will be back with them at the end of the day. And there's only 2 full weeks and some change before Christmas break. So, got that to look forward to. I finally saw the Justice League over the weekend. The movie. And I was entertained by it. And that is really my only qualification for it being worth my time and my money was the movie entertaining? A lot of people who are not professional critics, who have no business reviewing movies, tend to say, oh, it was great because of this, or it was terrible because of this. Ultimately, the only question I ask myself is, was I entertained? And I truly was. That being said, I think the story lost itself a little bit. I think they tried to go too big, too fast. The acting was great. I loved it. All the character choices were good. I was very worried mostly about Ezra Miller's The Flash, just because obviously we have Grant Gustin's version of The Flash on the CW and have for the last 4 years. I understand why they didn't choose him. It's a whole big thing. But Ezra Miller did a nice job, even though he's a weirdo. In real life, #IRL. He's a weird dude, but he can act, and I've enjoyed him in pretty much every role I've seen him in a variety of genres. You know, you had the crazy weirdo dropout gay guy in Perks of Being a Wallflower. You had the brooding scary wizard in Fantastic Beasts, and now you have the witty superhero in the Justice League. And I mean, it's a great character choice, a great idea for him. I was just as surprised with him as I was when Ben Affleck was chosen to be Batman. But that being said, the movie was overall entertaining. If you haven't seen it yet, I do recommend it. One thing to note, at the theater local to me, we have what's called a luxury studio, where there are big, hefty recliners with automatic footrests and backrests, and there are only I think 40 seats in the whole screening room. I was under the impression, and I know I read this at least on their website, or one of their employees told me or something, but children under 16 have to be accompanied by an adult in that theater. That specific room, that specific screen. And children under 12 are not supposed to be allowed in. Well, nay. There were a dozen children under the age of 12. They were extremely noisy. There was one family in there who took up probably 18 of the 40 seats. And I'm not even kidding. And up until the preview started, they were all still arguing about who was going to sit where, audibly, very, very obviously and loud. And it was just a blatant disruption of the whole atmosphere. And so I did send a tweet to the theater, just trying to clarify whether or not children of that age were allowed to be in there. There was one little girl in particular that just kept going back and forth between her seats, and there was a little boy who kept walking, not related to them, not involved with them, but he kept walking in front of me over and over. He went to the bathroom probably 4 or 5 times in the whole movie, which was extremely annoying and frustrating. Kept bumping my feet and everything. Now, I say all this not because I'm a grouch or because I don't like kids, because obviously I'm a teacher. I've worked with kids for over a decade. I have my own child. I love kids. Kids are great. They're fun. They're energetic. They're playful. But in the movie theater, that's my sanctuary. That's where I go to be at peace and enjoy a film that I paid a lot of money to see. And I would expect to be able to do that uninterrupted. So just take that into note if you have plans to take your child to the movie. If it's a kid's movie geared toward them, by all means, go for it. Matinee time, awesome. But don't take them to a primetime evening show that's rated way above their age level and has too many adult themes for them to even be able to handle. Okay, I'll see you this afternoon.